Mark, let me ask you the same question. Maybe investors care, but certainly consumers probably care less. They'll wait an extra month or two for this magic iPhone 8 that's going to beat all iPhones, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, and no doubt Apple will announce all the phones at the same time. We've reported on here on Bloomberg a few times that the company is preparing 3 new iPhones. We'll likely see an iPhone 7S and a 7S Plus, which would be upgrades to the 7 and 7 Plus from last September. But there's also going to be this 8 or this X phone, whatever they choose to call it, this more expensive, higher-end phone with 3D face scanning, a bunch of new features. And it's very likely they'll announce all the phones at the same time. So the true consumers who love these products, who really want the highest-end iPhone, they'll see the 7S, the 7S Plus, they'll think it's really cool, but they'll probably likely wait for that higher-end model whenever it ships.
Let's take a quick look inside the Bloomberg at chart 8254. It's the segment revenue for Apple, and you can see that obviously for iPhones, it's gone way down in the last quarter. The December quarter is always the big one. Is there an incentive for Apple to wait just a little longer?
Yeah, you know, it's very interesting because of this delay that we've reported a couple months for the higher end phone, because they're working on 3 new phones. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out results-wise. Typically, you know, as you know, if you've been watching Bloomberg, Apple gets a little bit of a spike in the Q4 quarter for the first week or two of the new iPhone sales, then a huge spike in the December holiday Q1 quarter, and then it goes down a little bit when you get into Q2. But because of the potential 1 to 2 month delay, we might be looking at a little spike for Q4 for the 7S and 7S Plus, then a big spike for Q1 for the holidays, and then another spike with Q2, depending on how this delay and the production ramps play out.
Yeah, that'd be completely fascinating. Analysts would have to change their models a little bit. The other thing that I wanted to point out again in the Bloomberg is that Apple's war chest has significantly decreased. It's obviously, you know, been on a bit of a buying spree in the early part of the 2000s, and it's down to sort of 32.65. But I'm being half tongue-in-cheek because it's still got a lot of money to spend. Where is Apple looking for its potential next acquisition?
You know, that's very interesting. They're working on a couple moonshots right now in addition to their, you know, their main bread and butter, which is the iPhone, the HomePod, the AirPods, the accessories, the Apple Watch, the iPads, and the Macs. But, you know, they have these moonshots, the AR glasses, as well as the self-driving car platform. They still have to come out and say or indicate in some way what they're planning to do with this technology. Tim Cook on Bloomberg admitted that they're working on this and they're testing it. He says it's important to the company's future, but there's no real indication as of right now what they're going to do with it. Are they going to build their own car like they were trying to do a couple of years ago? Are they going to license this technology to other car makers? When are these AR glasses going to come out? What type of features are they going to have? So I think we're going to see bulking up in the R&D spending for those 2 categories. No matter which direction they choose to take them, I think self-driving as well as augmented reality are Apple's next big hardware categories.